There's a moment every gardener knows too well, that frustration of doing everything right, yet the soil still falls flat, plants stall out, and harvests promise much but deliver little. The soil cake method shatters that ceiling. Once you understand why this layered recipe works, the entire garden dynamic changes. The first time you see plants explode with growth as if the soil suddenly woke up, you'll realize this isn't just another trick. It's a system that feeds the underground world exactly the way nature intended, but in a faster, more controlled, and unbelievably effective way. Let's unlock it together. What makes the soil cake method so extraordinary is how it transforms weak, tired, compacted, nutrient-hungry soil into a living, breathing engine of fertility. Instead of trying to fix soil by adding random fertilizers or mixing ingredients blindly, this method builds a structured cake of nutrients, carbon, microbes, and moisture. Each layer has a purpose, and each one fuels the next. When they work together, they create unstoppable biological activity, turning ordinary garden beds into high-performance growing systems. Once you master the layering, the garden becomes self-feeding, moisture-retentive, aerated, and resilient. To supercharge this system, you need an activation mixture, something that immediately kickstarts biological activity. Here is the exact formula. Activation mix recipe: 1 cup molasses, 1 cup liquid seaweed, 1 cup compost tea or worm tea, 1 tablespoon yeast, and 5 liters warm water to dilute. Mix well until fully combined. This activator is rich in sugars, feeding microbes, trace minerals, biostimulants, and living organisms. When you pour it over your soil cake layers, biology erupts. You can literally feel the soil warming within days as decomposition begins in perfect balance. This mixture is what guarantees the soil cake method never fails. Pour the activation mix slowly and evenly over your nitrogen layer, allowing it to seep downward into the carbon base. The moist warmth invites fungal growth, bacterial colonies, and microfauna, all essential for strong, fertile soil. Once the cake is activated, it's time to add a thin but powerful mineral layer. Spread 1 inch of high-quality compost mixed with small amounts of rock dust, crushed eggshell powder, or vermicompost. This layer supplies everything microbes need to balance the soil naturally. You're not giving plants random nutrients, you're giving microbes the exact tools they require to unlock nutrients already trapped in the soil. This phase strengthens root development and builds long-term fertility. So, the final step is to close the cake with a 2 to 3 inch mulch cap. You can use dry leaves, straw, wood chips, or even shredded bark. This top layer, well, it locks in moisture, prevents nutrient loss, protects those living layers underneath from sunlight and wind, and helps maintain a consistent soil temperature. The cake now becomes a stable, insulated system that works quietly but powerfully beneath the surface. With the mulch cap in place, you can just walk away. The soil cake is doing the work for you. The reason is simple. It follows the exact sequence nature uses to build forests, grasslands, and fertile ecosystems, but condensed and directed. Each layer has its own mission: carbon for structure, nitrogen for fuel, minerals for nutrient release, microbes for life, mulch for protection. When combined in this precise order and activated correctly, you get rich, dark, crumbly, living soil that plants absolutely thrive in. Even poor soil, clay, sand, compacted or depleted, responds with dramatic changes within just a few weeks. Roots grow deeper, water retention increases, microbial diversity skyrockets, plants find everything they need without stress, diseases drop because balanced soil does not create weak plants. That's why gardeners call this method their insurance policy. Garden beds, raised beds, containers, fruit tree circles, and even tired lawn patches can transform with this approach. For vegetable gardens, apply it at the beginning of each season. For trees or perennials, once a year is enough. The more you use it, the stronger your soil becomes. The beauty of the soil cake method is that maintenance is incredibly simple. Add a fresh mulch cap every month or two and refresh the activation mix once per season. As the layers break down, they merge into deep, rich topsoil that becomes better year after year. The cake never stops giving. This is the kind of gardening strategy that turns casual growers into confident, soil-savvy gardeners who understand what their plants truly need. It's reliable, repeatable, and scientifically sound. The soil cake method isn't a quick fix, it's a complete soil transformation system. Once you try it, you'll never go back to gardening the old way, and your plants will show you exactly why.